Hey everyone, welcome back to another 31-minute podcast. Just me today. Well, I think we're doing one with Jordan tomorrow, but I wanted to do this topic because I think it's, I think it's one of the most important parts of the process if you want to, if you want to self-improve or you want to create something that's a bit high performance in your life. And that's the extra one. So 31 minutes isn't just about fitness and getting in the gym and doing 31 minutes of exercise. It's more about the mindset of pushing yourself that extra one when you don't think you can. And I think if you do that, if you can get your mind around, there's always a little bit more in the tank every time. And even when you think you can't, that extra one, it gives you a sense of winning, like a sense of accomplishment. I did it. I pushed myself. Because you can go into the gym, or you can make prospecting calls, or you can live a life that's sort of like just enough. You'll be all right, everything will go okay, but you won't really see that dramatic improvement over time. And when you see people transform themselves or they achieve great results, like the top 1% of any industry, it's because they understand it's the extra bit when you don't feel like it. When you're really tired and you've got a choice in the moment, you get home and you've got a little bit of spare time, you can sit and watch Netflix or you can do 30 burpees. It's a choice. But also in the gym when you are in there, and I like fitness because fitness is a reflection of what's, the work that you've done. It's so easy to see. You can't go and see somebody at work all the time or you can't exactly see how they are, like you're not with the people. But the thing about fitness and why I talk about it a lot is you can see it. Like you can see the work somebody's put in. And it really does like capture their commitment in a way. You can't get fitter by not doing something about it. And that's why I like talking about it. Because it's a true reflection. It's a bit like energy. Energy doesn't lie. So like when you're in a great zone, people will feel it. If you're living a life that's a little bit, not in alignment with yourself, like you're, a closet alcoholic or you're taking drugs and you're trying to recover during the week and get to the Friday where you feel better, but during the Monday, Tuesday, like you're just not in the zone. People can feel it. Things don't go right. Energy doesn't lie. It doesn't. And you can feel when someone's, a bit shonky. When you deal with someone and they're a little bit shonky and you can feel it, you're like, something a bit off with that person. It's a true reflection of who they are. You can't change it, And same as with fitness. Like it's a true reflection, nutrition and fitness and that sort of stuff. Like you can see it. And that's why I like it, because it's sort of like if you're in there doing the work, you will see it. Plain and simple. That's it. But on top of that, there's like another gear that I like to try and push myself to, and that's that extra one. And, you can do 1, 2, or 3, but I just like that extra one. When you can't do any more, finished, nothing left in the tank, do another one. And you'll be amazed at over time what it does to your mindset, your confidence, your commitment. It's almost like you're in a competition with yourself. I'm not going to let myself off. And so many times, I don't, you finish work and I don't know what time, like 6 o'clock and a bit of time before dinner, or there's a bit of, you've got a bit of time, and it's how you use your time that will determine how you live your life. So if you use your time with things that are moving yourself forward all the time, whether it's going on a date night, that's an investment in your future, or it's doing a workout, and it doesn't have to be in the gym. It can be a brisk walk around 2 kilometers around your house. I don't know. Or it could be that moment when you go to grab the chips and you're like, you know what, I'm not going to grab the chips. I'm going to grab carrot sticks or something, something else that you're going to go to bed and feel clean, and you'll wake up the next day. When you eat well, you actually spring out of bed the next day. Like I've been on this gut health thing, eating the pods, working my way through all that. I literally wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning now, ready to go. And a little bit ago, a few months ago, I was like literally getting lethargic. I was, getting out of bed at sort of 6 and pulling myself out of bed. I don't know what was something different. But now my diet's on point. The gut health thing is, the powder that I'm taking, the pods that I'm eating. And to me, that's that extra one. I don't have to take the powder in the morning. Like get up first thing, take the powder, eat a pod on the way to the gym, work out, and then all days I'm focused on eating clean. Really interesting thing. I was so tired yesterday afternoon going to the Sydney with Jordan to see a client, and we went to the service station to get something to eat, and we both said, let's get a V. That might pep us up a little bit. It was about 4:30 in the afternoon. I looked at the can. There's 52 grams of sugar in it. 52 grams. I had it in the car. We bought it, put it in the car. Not a hope in hell I would drink that thing. 52 grams of poisonous sugar. Sugar is no good for your body. But people drink that stuff. Like an extra one would be cut that out of your diet. Imagine having 1 or 2 of those every day. 100 grams of sugar just in that, let alone all the other processed stuff. So what's your extra one that you need to do? Are you pushing yourself hard enough when you do actually go for a workout, or are you even not working out? Are you not working out and you know it? You're watching this and you're thinking, I can do more. I want to live a fit, healthy life. I want to live as long as I can, and I want to be a reflection of the work that I've put in on myself. I'm not doing it for anybody else apart from myself. I just want to live the best version I can. And that's a commitment. That's an inner commitment that you can't let yourself off. And you can easily let yourself off. You watch how quickly it disappears. Watch how quickly your body will change, your abs will go, you'll look different. Give it a few weeks, month, whatever. Don't eat right. It's a reflection of what you're doing. So, and then it's like layer on layer. Like when I'm in the gym, like today, I just worked out before we doing this podcast, and I could have quite easily done 5 sets, but 5 exercises. But I got to the end, I was like, I'm going to do another one. So that's 6 exercises, 4 sets each one. But then each one of those sets, I was pushing myself one more than I couldn't physically do at the end. That's it. So it's like, in my mind, I'm like, that's a good workout. I did my absolute best, and I'll do better next time if I can. If I can, I'll do the same or better, like that. And I didn't have to do calves. And at the end, I'm like, I sort of need to do calves. I'll do them. You could quite easily not do them. I've got all right calves. You don't need to worry about it. But it adds up. And this is what I'm going to say. It adds up. Where you're almost at the end of the year, summer's around the corner. Imagine you went through winter, the extra one in every area of your life, including fitness. If you just didn't eat that chocolate or that pie or that stuff that's, it's no good, the extra calories that are rubbish calories. Imagine you didn't do that through winter. Imagine when spring comes and summer, you'd be pumping along. You'd be so happy with the effort that you put in during winter. But winter's a great time to choose. It's like you can just hibernate and eat rubbish and just don't worry about it. You got jumpers on, who cares? But then people get to spring and then all of a sudden they join the gym and go to the gym and try and quickly get it all working so they can run around the beach in summer in their cozies and stuff. Doesn't make sense. It's a lifestyle. That extra one is about your true potential. It's a mindset. It's what am I going to do to squeeze this last little extra bit out? Because if you got one extra bit every day, once or twice a day or 3 times, whatever it is, it's prospecting at your work. It's just that one extra phone call when you think you don't need to do it now. It's that little bit extra all the way through the year. That's where the special sauce is. That's where your true potential is. You don't want to be comfortable. You want to push yourself where it hurts. You want to push yourself where you don't want to go. Because when you do that, you stretch. You become better. You become hungrier for more, not just ticking the box. I think tick the box is dangerous. Tick the box breeds complacency. It breeds, it's all right. I just ticked the box. I went to the gym, didn't really do much. It was okay. Or you can go in there and tear the place apart. It's the same thing. You're going there, tear it apart. Find what you're capable of. And the funny thing is, when you do that, your whole life will start to move around you. You'll change, your energy will change, your frequency will change, your choices will change. You won't want to go backwards. You won't want to. Do you know how many messages I've got from people who have given up drinking now? I reckon 100 from people that have said, I'm not drinking anymore. You've changed my thoughts around frequency, health, this and that. I'm no health expert. All I know is it's a choice. You can go drink. No problem whatsoever. But you look at a man who drank for the last 10 years and he's 45, and you look at a man who hasn't drunk and he's concentrated on his fitness and his health and all this, they look different. You're going to end up somewhere. Like Jackson sitting across from me now is 23 years old. He's going to end up 45 years old at some point. And how he looks and how he feels and who he becomes will be directly connected to the choices that he makes. That's it. You can live whatever life you want. But if you want a life of fulfillment, happiness, fitness, energy, frequency, high performance, see what's capable, wealth, whatever that is for you, it's a choice. It's not going to happen just because. You actually decide to give something. It's very hard giving something up. Very hard. You can create bad habits just as much as you can create great habits. But the funny thing is, the bad habits, they're very hard to stop. They feel good in the moment, but they feel terrible later. They feel fun. They feel like, oh, this is cool. Vaping, smoking, drinking, drugging, gambling, all this sort of stuff. They feel fantastic in the moment, but they'll bring a lot of pain later. And the funny thing is, the things that are hard to do now, like getting up at 4:30 and going to the gym and pushing yourself and getting a sweat up before most people have even got up out of bed, that will pay off. That will pay off later. And what you want to be and who you want to become is a matter of choice. But on top of that, the turbocharge to choice is that extra one. Next time you're doing something that's meaningful, purposeful, and good for you, remember, the extra one matters. Push yourself.